Hey everybody, how you guys doing tonight? I pray everything is well with you guys. Listen up, I just wanted to come on for a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I'm not going to be too long, but for all of you who are catching the replay, go ahead, let me know where you're from. Go ahead and give a shout out to Maryland, Baltimore, Texas. We have people all over, but I wanted to talk with you guys really quick, help you out a little bit, give you a little motivation, a little encouragement. Understanding that there are laws that the universe runs by. Understanding that there are laws that the universe runs by, and understanding how to align your life, align your purpose, align yourself with these laws, okay? One thing, excuse me, I just had pizza, I'm sorry. One thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is reaping and sowing, okay? Now, we say reaping and sowing, so oftentimes we believe that the reaping comes before the sowing. But I'm here to let you know that sowing comes before the reaping. All right, you guys? And oftentimes, I feel like some of you are frustrated because things aren't happening in your life. But can I ask you this one question? What have you sown? What have you sown? What have you put out there? What service have you done to the earth? What service have you brought to the universe that you are helping, that you are using to help this world, okay? The universe, God, whoever, whatever you want to call him, he will not respond unless you make it known and unless you put out those seeds of service. You have to put out those seeds of service. What does the word say? The greatest in the kingdom is who? A servant. Understanding how to be a server, understanding how to be a servant. Serving should be your basis. Servanthood should be your motto. Servanthood should be where you flow from. Okay, you guys? Being a problem solver means that you are going to be able to serve a community or serve a solution to whatever person needs that, okay? Sorry. Got some saliva down the wrong hole, but you must realize, okay, you guys, sowing comes before the reaping. And if you're reaping bad things in your life, you may not have known where it comes from, okay? Reaping comes at spontaneous times, all right? When I'm out in the garden, when I'm planting, when I'm even propagating, roots don't show up or at a science after 2 weeks. Roots don't show up at a science after a month. It takes a gestation period, okay, you guys? Everything has a gestation period. And you have to figure out, you have to find out what that gestation period is. And don't get so frustrated in the sowing process. The more you sow, the more you'll reap. If you're reaping a lot of bad things right now, if there's a lot of chaos going on in your mind, in your life, in your heart, whatever, maybe it's because there has been a lot of chaos sown. Whether it's your words, our words have power. Whether it's your thoughts, our thoughts create and they shape our lives. Okay? Whatever it is, you need to understand and you need to learn how to sow good seeds. How to give and be of service. You can't receive anything if your hand is like this. So many of us want things, but we haven't opened our hands. We haven't given things as a service freely. We haven't allowed our life to be that of service for others. Like I said, when you learn how to become a problem solver, when you learn how to serve, when you learn how to actually give and not really want anything, well, you have to want something back, but you have to know what you want, okay? Sometimes our brain is good at protecting us, okay? So sometimes when an idea comes, a service comes that we could do for others, our brain will talk us out of it to keep us safe, to protect us. But we have to push ourselves. We have to retrain ourselves that not everything that is new is harmful. Not everything that is out of my way is harmful. Because sometimes being a servant, you're going to be it's going to make you go out of your way. Okay? Sometimes helping others, being that solutionist, being that problem solver for others is going to cause you to step out, remove yourself. Okay? Remove yourself from the whole equation and stop worrying about the me. No more of you and you're alone and me, my four, and no more. Stop being selfish. Stop being just self-centered and learn how to care for others. We talk about it. The law of thinking, the law of supply, the law of receiving. All of these things happen by understanding, one, that there's a gestation period to everything. Two, nothing comes without it being sown. So you need to learn how to sow, reap, and sow. You reap what you sow, okay? Yes, you reap what you sow. So learning how to sow. And then three, understanding that yes, it's a gestation period. Yes, I've sown it, but the harvest can come at any time. There's stuff that I've sown. Like now, YouTube videos. Me and my business partners and my employees and stuff, we're looking over the analytics today. And there's videos from, 2 years ago that are gaining traffic now as we speak. Your harvest won't come when you want it. It's going to come out of nowhere. You just have to be ready for your harvest. You have to be ready for all that you've sown out. That's what you should be focusing on. Your activity. How much activity do you have going on? As a horticulturist, I am in the prepping stage right now. We are in February. I'm in the prepping stage for spring. So I have a lot of starter plants in my storage room. I have a lot of beefsteak tomatoes and cherry tomatoes and bell peppers. I have things prepared so that as I sow it, I can expect a harvest. And I'm sowing early so that I can get a quicker harvest. I'm not waiting till a few days before the frost is over. Then I'm planting my things. I'm planting stuff now. It's in the house. It's protected. It's controlled. But I'm sowing seeds now so that I can have a harvest later. Learn how to reap good things. We say reaping and sowing, and we always associate that to the negative. Learn how to associate that with the good. Learn how to reap what you've sown as a good thing, as a good harvest. Learn how to be a horticulturist. Learning how to understand natural things will give you a deeper revelation for spiritual things. You're able to grasp spiritual things a lot more easier when you understand natural. Like I said, there's a gestation period to everything. Your seed isn't going to come, your harvest isn't going to come when you want it, okay? Understanding how to sow. Sow comes before the harvest. Sow comes before the reaping. Sow comes before the reaping, okay? And learning how to wait. Like I said, the harvest is going to come sporadically. Now, you can do certain things to, stretch it out, gauge it out, plan it out. But I want to give you a little bit of encouragement. I want to give you a little bit of motivation. Don't stop sowing. Okay, you guys? Don't stop sowing. Don't stop putting in. Don't stop continually every day. If you're posting every day, continue. If you're doing videos every day, continue. If you're posting stuff on YouTube every day, continue. If you're reading and you're studying, you're gaining more knowledge so that you can be ready with skill and with precise and with expertise, continue. Those seeds of studying, those seeds of really preparation will reap a great harvest for you. But you can't get weary in your process. Too often we get weary in our process. Too often we're telling God when it's time. Like when it's time for your seed to sprout. Like, you know, and even when the seed sprouts, you still have to allow it to grow. You still have to allow your seed to get strong. You still have to give it cross-pollinate. Like I said, your network is your net worth. Bees are essential for harvest growing. They sprinkle a little pollen here. They sprinkle a little pollen there. They sprinkle a little ideas here. They sprinkle little ideas there. They sprinkle a little help here. They sprinkle a little help there. Learning how to network and allow your harvest, allow your plantings to grow in abundance and to grow strong. Some of you are trying to pull harvest off of plants that are still growing. Let it grow. Then when you start to see that fruit, let the fruit mature. And once the fruit matures, then you can pluck it. And you can enjoy your harvest. Okay, you guys, remember, sow good seeds. Sow good seeds and you'll reap good. Sow good and you'll reap good. If you're having a lot of negativity in your life, start sowing good seeds. It's that easy. It's that simple. All right, you guys, have a great night.